Proud to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania. This is WNEP 16, the news station. Now, Nolan Johannes, Karen Harch, Chief Meteorologist Tom Clark with his backyard forecast, and Joe Zone on sports. This is the Newswatch 16 update.
Good evening. Hundreds of people in our area may lose their jobs because of the high cost of natural gas.
The New Jersey Zinc Company in Palmerton says it's starting to lay off workers. The reason? The company says the price it pays for natural gas is going up by 100% tomorrow.
Night Beat reporter Kathy Bellich was in Palmerton tonight, and she's in our newsroom now. Kathy, how are people there reacting to this news?
Well, Karen, the word on the workers' lips tonight is uncertainty. I talked to one of the workers at the New Jersey Zinc plant tonight. He says there are rumors going around at the plant, a lot of them. Rumors of only a few temporary layoffs and rumors of a complete plant shutdown. 30-year-old Randy Muniz has been working at New Jersey Zinc for 12 years. He's an equipment repairman in the zinc oxide department, a department he hears will be cut in half.
Yes, everybody has the possibility of being laid off, and it scares everybody. Even the older people in the plant are afraid of the layoff.
Muniz says he and his family are hoping the plant's managers are able to work something out with the gas company to bring the natural gas prices down and keep the plant in full operation. Muniz says if the plant closes, he and the hundreds of other employees at New Jersey Zinc will be competing for very few available jobs in the area. Nolan?
Thank you, Kathy. People and businesses in 16 Pennsylvania counties no longer have to worry about drought restrictions. Earlier this week, we told you that the Delaware River Basin Commission lifted the drought emergency in eastern Pennsylvania. Well, now Governor Dick Thornburg has gone one step further. The governor has lifted water use restrictions, and that means there are no longer any restrictions on things such as watering lawns and washing cars in eastern Pennsylvania. Karen?
The State Liquor Control Board has stopped the sale of 5 types of imported Riunite wine because they may contain a chemical that's used in antifreeze. Traces of diethylene glycol have been found in several brands of Riunite wine. The government is advising you to return any of these Riunite wines to the liquor store. The importer of the wines is recalling them. The types are Riunite Bianco, Rosado, Lambrusco dell'Emilia, and Spumante. In these sizes that you see on your screen, the codes are printed on the far right side of the label, except the Spumante bottles. The codes are on the foil that covers the cork.
Things like poison candy have people especially worried on this night. Some are saying Halloween just isn't what it used to be for most people. In Hazleton, one public-spirited agency decided to volunteer its time tonight to try to keep Halloween fun for young goblins. The Del Vecchio Detective Agency sent its 3 marked cars cruising the neighborhoods just to watch the kids. Meanwhile, many moms, dads, and older kids were also watching the young ones. We asked an 8-year-old if he felt he had to be supervised.
Kids could come around and steal you, or hurt you, or scare you.
Older teens were seen tonight in bigger groups, choosing the security of numbers to walk the Hazleton streets on this Halloween.
The end of the road for a rest stop in our area.
Plus, a little later, what Dracula wants, Dracula gets, especially on Halloween. The gory details as Newswatch 16 Update continues.
Introducing new Dial Solid for feeling your confident best.
I'm the new #1. I'm as good as they come. I'm the king, I'm the champ, I'm the boss, I'm the best, I'm the new #1.
For feeling your confident best, no leading solid antiperspirant keeps you drier. From the makers of Dial Soap, new Dial Solid.
I'm the new #1. I'm the new.
For a limited time, Wendy's breakfast is yours for a song.
Only
Wendy's French toast is now 99 cents. 99 cents for a scrambled egg platter, too.
Only Wendy's alone.
Our breakfast sandwich, 99 cents. Wendy's breakfast, yours for a song.
Again and again, your car's best friend is your telly man.
Don't change tires with the weather, get the Kelly Navigator, a great all-season steel-belted radial designed to go in rain and snow. No matter what you're driving, Jack Williams Tire and Auto Service Centers have a great Kelly tire in your size at incredible savings.
Again and again, your car's best friend is your Kelly man.
Jack Williams Tire and Auto Service Centers in Wilkes-Barre, Kingston, Berwick, and Stroudsburg.
President Reagan says the ball is back in the Russians' court when it comes to arms control. As ABC's Sheila Cass reports, the president says he's making a counter-proposal to the Soviet Union's offer on Lebanese nuclear weapons.
President Reagan announced that he's putting forth another arms control proposal, but he would not give details.
I would characterize our arms control position as deep cuts, no first strike advantage, defensive research because defense is safer than offense, and no cheating.
By some reports, the president will propose that both sides limit themselves to 3,000 warheads, a deeper cut for the Soviets than for the U.S. The Soviets had proposed a 50% cut on both sides. The president said he did not expect any decisions before he meets Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev in 3 weeks, but he said they would negotiate.
Well, yes, of course. That's one of the main features. Yes. You mean you'll be talking? Well, I mean, they'll be negotiated at Geneva, but I'm quite sure that they'll want to discuss this and why they've taken certain positions and so on.
Earlier, the president had alerted 4 Soviet journalists that he'd be making his proposal. They told their American counterparts that other than that, he didn't make much news during their 40-minute interview, which will be published this weekend. The arms control proposal will be made at the ongoing arms negotiations in Geneva tomorrow. Sheila Cast, ABC News, the White House.
We've been telling you a lot about state laws mandating seatbelt use in cars. Here in Pennsylvania, the House will soon vote on a bill that the Senate just passed requiring seatbelt use in the front seat of cars. But last night, in reporting how you voted in our Newswatch 16 phone survey, we goofed. We reversed the actual count. Here's the correct result. 30% of you said, yes, we should have a mandatory seatbelt law, while 70% of you in our unscientific poll told us no, Pennsylvania should not have a mandatory seatbelt law. We're sorry we got it reversed last night. Now you know how it really went.
Drivers in 2 parts of our area now have a new bridge to cross and a rebuilt bridge to use. The new one is in Bradford County. The Monroeton Bridge on Route 220 opened today to one-lane traffic. It's a $2 million span across Towanda Creek. The other lane will open when nearby road construction work is finished. And in Luzerne County, the Avoca-DuPont Bridge is open again. It took 7 months and $1 million to rebuild the bridge. But again, the Avoca-DuPont Bridge at the north end of the Pittston Bypass is open again. This busy intersection in another part of Luzerne County will reopen tomorrow. The crossroads in Hanover Township has been closed for nearly 2 weeks while crews work on a new railroad crossing. Our camera was there this afternoon as the first train crossed through. Drivers will be able to use the crossing tomorrow as soon as barriers are removed. It's certainly good news for businesses here in Hanover Township. We told you last week that they were complaining they were losing customers while crossing construction was going on.
A Pocono interstate rest stop is being put to permanent rest tomorrow. State police say that this Interstate 80 stop in Monroe County was being used for prostitution and homosexual and illegal drug activities, so it's being closed. As a result, the Pocono Mountain Vacation Bureau tourist information trailer is being moved to the Tannersville exit to set up its operation. State police say they'll be watching to make sure those other operations that once flourished here won't be set up anywhere else along the